Hey guys, it's your boy Nick here. Really quickly before we get into the video, if you did want free, cheap, fast, reliable FIFA 17 coins, please go check out MMOGA and use the code. Are you serious? You really thought I was going to start this video promoting coins? Come on guys. Who thought I was starting this video like that? Roll the video. What's going on, boys? Nick from Run the Market here. Today I'm bringing you guys kind of like an informative looking into video about brick slots on FIFA 18. I want to tell you guys my opinion on them, what I think they will be beneficial to, what I don't think they'll be beneficial to. I go over this on my streams, but today I'll be actually able to show you through pictures, leaks through the beta and stuff like that, kind of what I feel about it, how I think it will impact the market and things like that. Here I'm going to bring up the first screenshot that I have, and we're going to go over some things and talk about it as we go. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop that thumbs up. Let's get this video to like say 75 likes. So guys, on the screen in front of you, what you do see is the image from the Foot Live event where they did show us a brand new look at SBCs next year and what these sorts of types of brick slots will look like, what they can mean. Basically what they will do now is they can, in certain SBCs, this gives SBCs varieties. We don't know if there's going to be a brick slot for an SBC or not, so that could mess up investing purposes, and they can determine it by league and nation. So it gives, essentially, they claim it more variety to SBC challenges, which I do think makes sense, but I'm going to go into the market implications of this and things that could be really impacted in SBCs. So number one, EA is going to have control of their price for the SBC. What do I mean by this? Now with these brick slots, if they put it to a certain league and in a nation, they can almost set the price of the SBC. Now last year in FIFA Foot 17 with SBCs, the market showed the price for the SBC, right? So for a certain SBC, if a SBC David Luiz has more demand than an SBC 83 rated Chan, what happens? Well, the SBC Luiz is more expensive because the market provided more demand for it. The market had less supply, the demand was less for Chan, the requirements were less demanding, and then so the market basically set the prices last year. This year now, EA is going to really be able to manipulate prices of SBCs, and you could see a lot more, price control, which is probably good and bad at the same time. They can really set prices, but knowing EA, it could be possible that they overset a price and maybe it's too expensive because they did it with extremely hard brick slots. So for the guys in my videos and streams who aren't really sure what brick slots are, again, I'll just go over them. As you guys can see, they are the 4 slots from this given image that we were given through the Foot Live event. 4 slots in the 2 center mid spots, the middle center back spot, and the cam spot. And as you can see, the cam spot is set to be bricked at MLS in Spain. The left center mid spot is Real Madrid and the La Liga. The right center mid is the same, and then the center back spot is also Spanish and MLS. So as you can see on the screen, to complete this SBC, you're going to have to kind of work around those brick slots and find links within those brick slots. Now you're probably wondering, how will this really impact me? EA now has the option, right? They have variability to be able to say, are we going to use a brick slot for this SBC or not? So we're not going to know. They did not declare that brick slots will be in every league SBC or every SBC. They are just now have another option to kind of not mess over investors, but make it harder for investors to narrow down or predict, rather, what could an SBC require. Now guys, this is a leaked photo from the demo that came out today that I saw on Twitter. I picked it up. I wanted to bring it in for this video. Basically, this is a SBC from the beta where there are bricks. Obviously, there's brick slots in the center mid, the striker, the goalie, and the 2 center backs, right? And you can see that the center mid is the France League 1 player. The 2 center backs are France and Italian league players, and the goalie's an Italian league player. The image cuts off, so we don't really get to see exactly what the Italian league goalie was. And then the striker is a Spanish player in the La Liga. So basically, what you're going to have to do, guys, is if you don't understand what this is, now that EA can do this, right, now we have to get certain players that fit chemistry-wise to link with these brick slots. So again, it's another visual and understanding of what's going to go on next year and how they're going to be really able to set the price for FIFA 18 SBCs. So you're probably thinking at this point in the video, wow, EA doing another thing to control the market, another thing to get more people to suck their coins away by now determining players' prices through SBC brick slots. However, there is a positive to all this in my eyes, and this is towards league SBCs. Now, there was multiple times last year where you probably couldn't do a too loose SBC when you wanted to get league SBC Lacazette because the players were extinct because the demand exceeded the supply, and you just really couldn't find a player on the market if you sat there and sniped all day. So, for example, today I have this guy named Van Loo. He is on one of the teams in the Belgium League. and he's the only right back in his position. He's constantly listed 8K, both consoles, 6K. You're lucky to get him. These flipping prices could be a little inaccurate. But he's this high because he's the only right back for his team, and you need to do him to complete a League SBC for the Pro League. Now, the Pro League SBC reward isn't great, but then again, you do get an 100K pack. So no one's doing it for Pervert unless it's your, K Ghent is your favorite club. But they're doing it for the 100K pack, so this league has some demand with people trying to do the League SBC. So, in terms of next year, right, what can Brick Slots do for this? So what we've heard throughout the community and what we're assuming is that Brick Slots next year could almost help us in this way. And if you're thinking about it from the EA standpoint, right, they want to help the community. They want to help make the game experience easier and better, right? So a brick slot now could be put in for this team in this Belgium Pro League at the right back slot for a player who was very rare throughout the year and went extinct multiple times, especially when the League SBC came out. And now you don't have to go worry about going and getting that player at right back. He's already there in the brick slot, and that can save you the trouble of sitting on your console sniping all day and the 10K coins trying to snipe an extinct player. Now, I do want to get into his actual graph, and I want to show this to you guys, where he started off in October as a discard player, right? He's absolutely discard. He's not worth anything. Just an average silver on the game. But as you see, when the League SBC drops and throughout the year progressively, he becomes a lot more rare because he starts to go more extinct, and the demand for completing the League SBC to get the 100K pack takes him more and more off the market because basically everyone's rushing to go do these teams to get this 100K pack. And he's a silver, right? He's the only right back on his team. He's a silver, and he gets more rare and rare because more people are submitting him in. He's going to be untradeable, gone forever, and that's the deal with that. But in this regard, I really do think that brick slots could actually help within League SBCs when you want to complete the League SBC for that player that EA will give you if you do all the teams, or for the big pack reward for the group like an 100K pack that the Pro League offered in Foot 17. I do think it's a positive. I think that they can really save us multiple times with this. For like a example, when Toulouse, I think defenders in the French league went extinct and you were all trying to do Lacazette, it was almost impossible to do him at a certain point because it was extinct. Now through brick slots, and that should be able to really relieve that kind of pain and that extra time and asserted pressure to go get a certain player. Now again, I do want to reiterate myself with the thing about setting the market price. We have to see, right? We can't go down on EA about it already. We don't know if they're going to be setting the market price through brick slots way overpriced. Obviously, an R9 Ronaldo, who's I think he's high 90s his rating, should not be cheap. So I do understand the idea of brick slots. I think at the end of the day, we need to think that, or at least try to preach and believe that EA is trying to help us and not hurt us. But that's just kind of my opinion on brick slots. I do think that within League SBC talking, it should help the market and it should help the user experience. Now, talking about in general, big time icon SBCs, big time player premium SBCs, it's definitely going to be different than this year because this year everyone's setting the price. Now EA's like, if this player is a cam and we're going to brick him and he's a Real Madrid, right? You got to start doing hybrids all over the place. Imagine with an 85, 86 team rating, you got to get the highest rated player there. And it's going to be really hard for investors to nail down exactly what it is, right? Do we know on a given SBC that this one's going to have brick slots and this is not, right? If we know a player is probably going to be an 83 or an 84 team rating to submit to get his card for that SBC, how are we not going to know that one of the players has an 83 rating but has a brick slot and the other one has an 84 rating and doesn't have a brick slot? And what I do mean by that, right, is that say Gabriel Jesus, right, and we'll talk about footies this FIFA. Say Gabriel Jesus has an 84 team rating, right, and you invest in 84s, and he doesn't turn out to have a brick slot, so you can, all the 84s go up that you invested in, great, happy days, you're making money. Now say with Musa, he had an 84 team rating, but say they put a brick slot in the center back slot and the center mid spot. Now you have an issue, right? Not all 84s are going to be going up. Some will go up more than others, but they won't have the same demand and rise that the Gabriel Jesus ones had because the brick slot is now going to make you put specific players to complete this SBC to gain that certain chemistry. Essentially, guys, just want to make this video for you guys today to understand kind of what I'm thinking about brick slots, how I feel about them, and basically what I think they will essentially do to the market endgame, how they will affect SBCs, stuff like that. If you guys did enjoy the video, comment down below your guys' thoughts on them. I'm very iffy. I don't know how to feel if I really love them, if I really don't like them. I'm in between because there's the positive with League SBCs and then there I think is the negative with overall SBCs. Again, I do want to thank you guys all for supporting the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. The Twitch channel has over 5,000 followers now in under 6 months, which is insane. The growth has been crazy. If you guys are not following, all my links to Twitter, Twitch, and you guys are probably subbed if you're here. If you're not, make sure you do sub. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It's crazy. It keeps me going. I can't wait till FIFA 18, and let's have a blast together.